Hello everyone, my name is Taylor.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are the co-hosts of Jumping Bomb Audio, the podcast all about Joshi Pro Wrestling here on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network. Every other Monday, we are with you talking about the biggest news in Joshi, along with show reviews, previews, and much, much more.
So if you're new to Joshi or you've been a longtime fan, this is the show for you. We've got something for everyone here. So check us out, Jumping Bomb Audio.
This podcast is a member of the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Visit voicesofwrestling.com to hear the rest of our great podcasts, as well as show reviews, columns, opinions, and updates across the world of wrestling.
Welcome to Jumping Bomb Audio.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jumping Bomb Audio, episode 92. This is the 2023 Halloween Spooktacular. Now, you might be asking yourself, Kelly, where's Taylor? Now, I don't know. I don't know where Taylor is. I'm waiting for him here at this here haunted house. Good old Doc Chambers' old house up on the hill. Oh, because we were going to meet up here before we go to the Voices of Wrestling Halloween party. And Taylor hasn't shown up yet. I don't know what's going on. Like, we were supposed to meet up here for our like group costume, where we're going to be Papa Shango and Ultimate Warrior. We're going to paint ourselves up. So I don't know what he's doing, and like we were supposed to record now because we need to go to the party really soon. So I don't know. He's missing in action. So I'm just gonna start the show on my own, and once Taylor comes in, we'll catch him up. We'll get his takes. It'll be fine. Sometimes you just gotta power through this spooky time of year in your average scary house up on the hill. I don't know why I agreed to this. This is terrible. It's just, there's cobwebs everywhere. It's all fucking dusty. There's constantly just weird noise. Like, you hear that? You hear that? What's happening? What, is it just like a big gusty breeze in the basement rattling some chains? I don't know. I'm not going down there. I'm not gonna find out who was there. So no. I'm going to stand up here. I'm going to do this podcast. And hopefully we all make it out of here. So we got a big show. Going to talk about some recent stuff that happened. Going to talk about Oz Academy. Going to talk about Tokyo Joshi. Going to talk about Stardom and their Halloween show. Because, sometimes you gotta just do a special Halloween episode. So before we start that, got to get in the plugs. You can follow us on Twitter at JBombAudio. You can support the podcast at redcircle.com/jumping-bomb-audio/donations. And that's, who else? We got, sorry, there's more X accounts. I got to talk about mine. Comic Geek Kelly, where I'm shooting out Zeets all the time. That's not even true. I'm barely on there anymore. Marvel Snap has taken most of my phone time. And then Taylor is over on the Zeet machine at Tay Mambo. Rate and review us if you guys get a chance. Jump on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5 stars. And so that's the plugs. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little on edge. There's just always just shit going on. It's a fucking werewolf, it sounds like. God damn it. Ugh. All right. I guess I'm just going to go in the order of how these shows happen. So we're going to start with Oz Academy. Yokohama Burning Destiny from October 22nd. Took place at the Yokohama Budokan. 1,528 people showed up. That's a pretty good number. Overall, I thought this was a pretty solid show. I enjoyed the front half of it more than the back half. Let's go through. We had a 6-man tag opener. Itsuki Aoki, Kaori Oniyama, and Tsubasa Kuragaki. There we go. Nailed it. Defeat Jaguar Yokota, Momoko Hanazona, and Ram Kaichou in 14-13. Thought it was a really fun opener. Nothing special, but a solid way to open the show. I went 3 stars. Then we had a mixed tag match with Mayukihi teaming with Suwama to defeat Maika Ozaki and Shuji Ishikawa. That was 17 minutes and 13 seconds. It felt every minute of it. It was a very long-feeling match, but ultimately pretty good. I enjoyed Suwama kind of having to be peer-pressured into hitting Ozaki and then the crowd immediately booing him for it. That was very funny. I also went 3 stars on that one. Let me grab a drink of this here Mountain Dew Voodoo Mystery Flavor 2023. You guys have the Voodoo? I think it's very good. My guess is that it's a red Starburst. That's the flavor I think it is this year. Yes, refreshing. All right, the next match was easily the match of the night. And what I think probably should have been the main event of the show. 6-man tag team elimination, Judgment Chain death match. Ozaki-gun of Kakeru, Mayumi Ozaki, and Sariano defeat Chigusa Nagayo, Mio Momono, and Tomoko Watanabe of Marvelous in 31 minutes and 34 seconds, with Ozaki defeating all 3 members of the Marvelous team after the first other two members of Ozaki-gun were taken out first. This was great. This is a really, really good match. It's exactly what you want out of the Oz Academy big death match from their big shows. Just constant. It was a really chaotic match. The opening segment reminded me of like the Ring of Honor's CZW 6-man war from the Ring of Honor 100th show, just for how chaotic that match was. Because you just had everyone fighting all over the place. Here they were all fighting in the crowd, then they kind of fought their way back to the ring, and it was just a whole lot going on all the time. Police shows up and gets an enormous pop. It was really funny. Like the pop for Police was huge. Really good plunder brawl throughout. Just really good twists and turns. Kakeru wins the award for best blade job in the show. Because goddamn, she was bleeding buckets. Like, she had a great crimson mask. Like, I always say my favorite kind of this style of match, when the match ends, the ring is just an absolute mess. And this one totally delivered on it. Just, there was shit everywhere. Just garbage and wood and barbed wire and fucking everything everywhere. It was awesome. I went 4.5 stars on it. Really, really loved this match. I also loved, at the end of the match, Ozaki taking pictures with the parade of sponsors while she stands on the Marvelous title belt. I thought that was very funny. The semi-main event, after they came back from intermission, was the Oz Academy Tag Team Title #1 Contender 3-way match, which was won by Team 200 kilograms, Chihiro Hashimoto and Yu. They beat Hirio Matsumoto and Zones and Ryo Mizunami and Sona Kakato in 18:22. This was good. This is a very kind of high-energy, beefy tag. Like, it was one of those matches where no matter what, they were not going to be able to follow what just came before them. But I thought they did a really good job. I went 3.5 stars. Just a really solid tag. And then your main event, you have the Oz Academy Openweight title match. Aquino successfully defends her title over Takumi Iroha in 22:43. I don't know about you guys, but I was incredibly disappointed with this match. Just, I was not into it. It was super slow-paced. was kind of boring. The closing stretch was like an exchange of roll-ups, and it was a very disappointing way for the match to end. Just kind of a lame finish to the show overall, especially with the awesome trios death match that came before it. So it's like, I wish they could have just swapped the placement of those two matches. But I don't know. That's just me. I know companies obviously want their title match to go on last, but sometimes, I don't know, it's Oz Academy. Ozaki should probably go on last in her crazy match. That just makes the most sense to me. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know. Zeet at us at JBomb Audio. I thought, overall, really good show. Just a, Jesus Christ, what is that? Just fucking cats in here now. Come on, Taylor. Where's Taylor? I already finished going through one show. I'm going to burn through this whole thing. Okay. I don't know. You guys want to talk about Tokyo Joshi? Let's do that. All right. Talking about Tokyo Joshi Pro All Rise 23. Coming to us from Kurikan Hall. Attendance was 686. Not great, not terrible. I don't know. I'm the last person that should be judging attendance. I don't pay any fucking attention to it. I don't know who draws who draws what, where. It's like you can throw any number at me and I'll be like, oh yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. That seems right. So yeah, 686. Seems right. Your opener, Himawari, Runa Okubo, and Wakana Uehara defeat Haru Kazushiro, Shino Suzuki, and Toga in a battle of the children in 10 minutes and 6 seconds. I thought it was a really good opener for the children. Good to see Himawari pick up the win here. Went 2 3/4. Just solid opener. Next up, you had Ryo Mizunami and Yuki Ayano, the true Passion Injection tag team, defeating Maki Ito and Palm Harajuku in 12:54. I like this a lot. This was really good. The interactions between Mizunami and Ito were in particular great. Ayano has been just so reinvigorated by this tag team. I really hope she sticks around with Mizunami for a while. I think they are putting on great team, and I would, if anyone's going to take the titles off of free Wi-Fi, I kind of wish it. I hope it's Ayano and Mizunami. But yeah, this is really good. I went 3 3/4 on it. That was followed up by a 8-person gauntlet battle royal to determine the International Princess #1 contenders. You had Shoko Nakajima beating Arisa Endo, Mahiro Kiryu, Miyu Watanabe, Raku, Rika Tetsumi, Suzume, and Yuki Kamafuku in 17:53. I don't know, this was fine. It was fun. Like, it was a perfectly solid Rumble-style match. 3 1/4. Nothing special, nothing to write home about, but not bad. Then we had the return of the Magical Sugar Rabbits as a tag team. Mizuki teaming with the returning from injury Yuka Sakazaki to defeat Hyper Misao and Palm Harajuku. I just realized the fucking notes I'm reading are wrong. Because Palm was not in that tag match teaming with Maki Ito. That was Kaya Toribami. I'm sorry, I've lied to each and every one of you. I'm going to kneel down as though I were Mahiro Kiryu and apologize greatly. But you know who else should apologize with me? That's CageMatch.net. They got that one wrong. And I got that one wrong because I was just reading. I mean, I've seen this show. I'm not just making stuff up. I swear I'm not making stuff up. But yeah, no, Palm was not in that tag match with teaming with Maki Ito. That was Kaya Toribami. She was, however, teaming with Misao against the Magical Sugar Rabbits, where she lost in 10:15. Good match to see Yuka back, and I think Misao and Palm really brought the kind of like expected level of nonsense that you want out of those two. And, you know, Yuka and Mizuki are fully game to play along with that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was a fun match. 3.5 stars. Then we had a singles match. Saki Akai. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, the Mountain Dew's going down the wrong pipe. Okay, Saki Akai. Also, I'm not editing this. I'm not normally an editor. And that's not happening. You're gonna all the spooky shit that's going on in this fucking house. You're gonna hear every little bit of it, and I'm just gonna. And sometimes I'm gonna choke on my Mountain Dew. But you know what? It's not that bad. We all have things going on. You guys hear that? Someone's opening doors. The ghost of Doc Chambers coming to get me while I record this podcast with a whole bunch of face paint laid out in front of me because I'm waiting for Taylor so he can paint me up like Papa Shango and I can paint him up like the Ultimate Warrior. Then we can go to the Voices of Wrestling Halloween party and win the costume contest. Because no one's beating that. Who do you think is going to beat that? What, you think fucking Mike Spears is going to dress like Yoshino? No. He's going to... I don't know what Mike Spears is going to dress like. Hope he brings Pudge. Pudge is great. Shouts out to Pudge. Pudge, if you're listening, I think you're great. All right, singles match. Saki Akai defeats Yuki Arai in 13:30. I am honestly surprised that match was that short because I thought this felt kind of long to me. I don't think these two have great chemistry. I really don't. After their tag title run being pretty meh, and just the early goings of this, I don't think they have great chemistry together. But I will say it, they kind of got it together by the end of the match. I thought the back half of this was really good. The bit where just Saki starts killing Arai with boots was great. And I'm really glad it ended up being good by the end because, you know, it's one of the last Saki Akai matches we're going to get. So you want those to count. But yeah, overall, not great, but the end definitely saved it for me. Also going 3.5 stars on that one. Then we had the tag title match where Free Wi-Fi made their first successful defense against the Karate Kids team of Juria Nagano and Moka Miyamoto in 14:36. I thought the Karate Kids looked absolutely fantastic here. Thought they were great. All of the worries that I mentioned last episode about Juria and how she was kind of starting to stagnate were totally just washed away here. I thought she looked great in particular, but Moka was great too. Everyone really brought it in this match. Just tremendous work match, really fast paced. I was super happy with this. I went 4 stars. And now it's time to talk about the main event, where I am going to be out on an island with this one because I've seen what people have been saying and they did not like it. I did. I really liked this match. I'm not going to lie. Your main event was a Princess of Princess title match. Miyu Yamashita successfully defending her title against Regina in 12:40. Cage match guide lists this at a 4.85. Easily the worst match rated of the show. And I don't know, man. I liked this. Regina was like just an absolute monster. There was a bit where I thought they were just going to give her the Vader push and have her kill Miyu. Because, like, I don't know. These two just beat the shit out of each other. And Miyu took so much from Regina. I thought this was awesome. I don't know. Like, I was reading reviews and I was like, am I out to lunch on this one? Do I not know what I'm talking about? But I thought it was great. It was really... Vader is really the best comparison I can make. It felt just like maybe it was all Miyu's performance here. Maybe she was the one that impressed me just for how well she was selling for Regina. But I don't know. I thought the pacing was really good. It was just an enjoyable match. I went 4.25 on it. I thought it was a really good way to close out the show. So yeah, that's your review of Tokyo Joshi All Rise 23. And I just got one more show to talk about. I'm blazing through this, Jesus. All right, I've been going for like 19 minutes or so. Taylor's still not here. Well, what do you think I should call the authorities? No, like I mean, there's a better options, right? Like I should just like call him or something. I don't need to call the police. But you know, it is like it's a spooky time of year. It's gonna be it's Monday. It's October 30th. That's Devil's Night. Maybe someone set his car on fire. Man, I don't know. Taylor, if you're out there, you got to show up soon, buddy. Because I am just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right, what the fuck? Okay. We're going to jump into the Stardom Halloween show right now. Because I opened the cage match. Because, you know, it's what I use for my notes as I'm going through. And I just saw someone gave this show a rating of a 10. This show was not bad. But it was not a 10. What the fuck? Like, here's the thing. If you somehow present me this show on any night that was not Halloween, or without this theming, I would have said this show is bullshit, it sucks, it was horrible. But it was a Halloween show. And I can deal with a whole lot of goofy bullshit nonsense when it comes to special holiday episodes. I love a good holiday-themed gimmick match. Whether it is Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any other holiday. You want to do a gimmick match, you want to do a gimmick show for it, sign me up. I'm in. Love big, dumb gimmick shit. You guys, my leg fell asleep. My leg is real numb right now. I don't know if it's a... Does that mean like a spooky ghost has been hanging onto my leg? Shit, I hope not. Okay. Stardom Halloween Dark Night, House of Terror, happened on October 29th in Tokyo at the Tachikawa Stage Garden. The attendance was 1,116. I think that's pretty decent for like a goofy bullshit show like this, you know? It doesn't need to be a packed house for something like this. Starting things off with a non-spooky bullshit match. The Goddesses of Stardom Tag League B-Block match. Prominence of Hiragi Kurumi and Risa Sera defeating God's Eye of Saki Kashima and Syuri. It was really weird to see this normal match ahead of all the fucking nonsense that's coming after it. Pretty good straightforward tag. I thought the exchanges in particular between Syuri and Risa Sera were really great. 3.5 stars. Now that I'm looking through my notes, is this the best match of the show? And yeah, I think it might be. So I guess we're just downhill from here. Yeah, I guess. Next up, we have the Zombie Rumble match, where a super strong Stardom Machine defeated Fukigen Death, Karma, Ram Kaichou, Sexy Dynamite Princess, super strong Stardom Big Machine, super strong Stardom Giant Machine 2, and Zombies A, B, and C in 15-19. This wasn't very good. It was kind of bad. I don't know. It really was just kind of like the same bit over and over and over, where it's like, all right, someone comes in. Now the zombies are here. Someone comes in. Now the zombies are back. Now it's the super strong Stardom machines. They're attacking everybody. Like it was just the same shit over and over. The zombies were showing toes for free, and I do not understand that behavior. Zombies or no, do not be showing toes for free. You pay for those. Though I suppose this was pay-per-view, so I guess it's not for free then. I guess. All right, you get a pass. Sexy Dynamite Princess 2's vibes were way too horny. I don't like that. It was a little too much. Trying a little too hard. It was weird. Let's all be honest. It was weird. Let's not do that again. Yeah, this match wasn't great. 1.5 stars. That might be high, but I don't know. Next we had the Zombie Lumberjack match, where all of the wrestlers from the previous match stuck around to be lumberjacks. And I don't know, not all of them really participated. Like, kind of some of them were just really kind of just standing there. But in this Zombie Lumberjack match, Dump Matsumoto and Zap defeated the Club Venus team of Mina Shirakawa and Waka Tsukiyama. The Olds won. No one was surprised. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I thought Mina and Waka kind of got punked out pretty bad here. Like they did not come out of this looking very good at all. I think, I don't know, Mina's on such like a downward trajectory in the company right now. It sucks. Because she's worked so hard to get really good and just is continually being given shit to do. So I don't know. I guess this is a big match. If she really wanted to wrestle if she really wanted to wrestle Dump Matsumoto, then she got her chance here. But I don't know. They could have won. That would have been cool. But no, we got to put over Dump and Zap. 2.5 stars. Next was probably the second best match of the night. The best of the nonsense matches, for sure. You had the Trick or Treat Anywhere Fall Count 4-way match. Suzu Suzuki defeats Mei Sierra, Momo Watanabe, and Tekla in 8-18. This was so much fun. I loved that all of the wrestlers just got like absurdly huge sacks of candy to give to the fans. That was like... At any given moment, one of the wrestlers definitely just had a mouthful of candy themselves. That was really funny. Like, they would just cut between spots, and all of a sudden they'd cut back to a wrestler, and they would just be chewing whatever the hell they had just shoved in their mouths from their own bag of candy. Suzu at one point pulled out, like, a t-shirt gun and filled it full of candy and shot, I believe it was Tekla with it, and damn, that looked like that hurt. That candy rocketed out of there. Just super fun vibes to the match. This is the kind of just Halloween gimmick match I can really get behind. Like, it wasn't too much bullshit. It was just enough. It was really fun. Let's see. Then there was the Halloween weapons match. This was also a 4-way. Saori Ono defeats Hazuki, Mai Sakurai, and Natsuko Tora. This was fun. Half of them were in costume. You really think they would have probably gone over and been like, hey, let's all be in costume? I mean, I guess if Tora as a character wouldn't wear costume, that's fine. You can make that argument. But I feel like Saori would have put on a costume if you had told her. But I don't know. Hazuki was a SWAT team member who did really not look prepared at all to bust into someone's home. And Mai Sakurai was Darth Vader. Not a great Darth Vader costume, but yeah, she looked like she had some of the Force. But now thinking back, her costumes are normally so elaborate and like big on their own. This was kind of a step down from her normal outfits. So yeah, I guess that really didn't accomplish the point of a Halloween costume, which is to be crazy and look like something else when really it looked like she was in a Halloween costume rather than like her fancy rich person outfits she normally wears. But yeah, this is a fun match. Wasn't very good. Overall, the match was like pretty meandering, kind of like this show. And there was a handful of spots that just straight up didn't work out like they thought they would. Most notably, when Saori was trying to handcuff Hazuki and Tora together, and the handcuffs didn't work on either. I think it was Hazuki. And so she just had to like grab a big piece of fabric that I think was like a mummy wrap of some sort and tie them together instead of using the handcuffs. Like, they made it work, but it didn't look great. And there's a couple little spots like that. So fun, but not great. 2 3/4 stars. The next match was Mirai taking on Halloween Mask, who turned out to be Ruaka. This match was a no contest, and it was 4 minutes and 35 seconds. This was bad. This is a bad match. Once Halloween Mask was revealed to be Ruaka, Uedo Tai attacked, and then just the match was declared a no contest. The little bit of a match we got wasn't really any good. It was a dumb finish. Not great. 1 1/4 stars. And then in our main event, we've got Mayu Iwatani taking on the Three Crows in a coffin explosion 4-way match. The Three Crows were Megan Bane, Yu, and Micah. Now, I am still not very clear on how the rules of this match went. According to Cage Match, the winners were Megan Bane and Yu, defeating Micah and Mayu Iwatani as though it was a tag team match, but this was a 4-way match. It wasn't really, I guess it was kind of an elimination, but like, I don't know. The rules were very nebulous at best to this, because they made it seem as though it was Mayu in a handicap match against these three. But that did not really seem to be the case by the end of it. I called it on the last episode. I fucking knew that Yu was going to be one of the Crows. She's always one of these masked people in this company. Like, god damn it. So Megan Bane and Yu win after... Well, first Micah got put through a coffin. Like, she got slammed onto a coffin, and the coffin just fell the fuck apart. And I guess that counted as her being eliminated? I don't know. That was weird. But then first Rossi was grabbed from his seat at ringside and was carried away and then put into the coffin. And then originally he was put into the ring, and Yu, I think it was going to crush him, but luckily he got out of there before that happened. And then he was led away and taken into and put into the coffin. And then Mayu was put into the coffin shortly after him. They shut the lid. Everything went dark, and then the coffin exploded, and the show ended. It was very strange. This match wasn't really good, but I guess we're free of Rossi and his booking now, after he's been exploded. So that's a plus. But on the downside, Mayu's gone. So, R.I.P. Mayu. I know she's advertised for an upcoming New Japan US show, but I guess they're just gonna have to do a new title match to determine who the new IWGP Women's Champion is after Mayu was tragically killed in this exploding coffin match, along with Stardom owner Rossi Ogawa. So yeah, that was that. 2.5 stars. And that's what I got. I don't have anything else to talk about. I've run through the show. Taylor never showed up. we gotta go to the party. The party's starting in like 10 minutes. It's just down the road, thankfully, but we gotta go. And he's still not here. He's not answering texts. He's not answering the phone call. I don't know where he is. I hope he didn't get got. I'm here in this house. And I'm looking around right now. And there's the windows are gone. And the doors are gone. How the fuck am I going to get out of this house? How am I going to go to the party? How am I going to go be Papa Shango at the Voices of Wrestling Halloween party? How is Taylor going to be the Ultimate Warrior when I've got all his face paint? Oh, God damn it. Why did I come here? Why didn't I just meet up with Taylor somewhere else? At the New Yorker. We did that before. That worked out just fine. But no. To come to Doc Chambers' old haunted house on the hill. And the entire time I've been here, there's been fucking spooky noises and ghost shit and fucking just whatever the fuck that was just now. Oh, great. There's an owl. There's an owl now. You guys hear the owl? I don't even know how I hear the owl. There's no fucking windows to hear the owl through. I think I fucking got skinnamarink, you guys. Well, this has been Jumping Bomb Audio, episode 92. I have been Kelly Harris. I just got skinnamarink. I guess I'm just gonna go fucking sit on the ceiling or some bullshit until that Fisher-Price phone rings. Hopefully talk to you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Hi, my name is Tyler Fornes, and I am the co-host of The Good, the Bad, and the Hunky here on the Voice of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Every week, my co-host Fred Moreland and I discuss all the happenings of All Elite Wrestling and everything going on in the universe of Tony Khan. We talk about Dynamite, we talk about Rampage, and we will talk about Collision when the time comes as well, along with all the appearances outside of AEW from all the best talents in All Elite Wrestling. This is one of the more cohesive wrestling companies in the entire world, and we discuss every intricacy about it, including the unique booking of Tony Khan that is both a huge positive and a major detriment. Check us out every single Thursday here on the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network.